Have you ever looked at someone and realized they've left even if they were sitting next to you? This isn't a painful story. It's a wake-up call. In today's world, Instagram filters, TikTok trends, and relationships built on dopamine, not depth. People no longer leave with a goodbye. They leave silently, with distance. And the truth is, sometimes love doesn't fade. It just disappears. Today, we're revealing 5 clear signs that the human you're holding on to has already left you. And if you're brave enough to face the truth, these lessons might set you free for good. Before we dive in, if you're the type who values truth over comfort, if you're tired of fake love, superficial words, and empty promises, click subscribe. Because here we are. We don't chase illusions. We embrace clarity even when it hurts. Let's go. 1. Silence says everything. Silence says everything. Silence isn't peace. It's a funeral for what is to be. When a woman stops talking, it's not because she's calm. It's because she no longer sees the point in speaking. She used to light up when you walked into the room. Now she barely looks up from her phone. She used to tell you every little thing. What she ate, what she dreamed, how she felt. Now you ask how she's doing and she shrugs, says, "I'm fine." But nothing about that word is fine. It's a wall, a shutdown, a sign that something inside her has already turned cold. You see, women don't stop talking when they're angry. They stop talking when they're done. That's the kind of silence you feel in your bones. Not because she's loud, but because she's absent. She's sitting next to you, but her spirit is already elsewhere. You can't sense it in her eyes. They used to see you. Now they just look past you. And the truth, people don't pull away without reason. They detach when they no longer feel safe, heard, seen. Wanted. In a world full of noise and distraction, we only give our energy to what we value. If she's choosing scrolling over speaking, if she's laughing at her screen, but not at your jokes, her hearth has shifted and you're not the center anymore. There's a Stoic principle that cuts through the fog. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If someone no longer wishes to walk your path, let them go." It's better to walk alone than to carry the weight of another's indifference. It's not about being dramatic. It's about facing reality. Don't beg for texts. Don't chase the version of her that no longer exists. Don't confuse silence with mystery. It's a message, a clear, painful one. And if you ignore it, you'll only prolong the itch of pretending something still lives. When it's already gone cold. Listen to the silence. It says more than her words ever will. 2. She undermines your growth. Every man is called to evolve, to rise from the ashes of who he is into the man he's meant to be. But not everyone claps for your transformation. Sometimes the resistance isn't coming from the outside world. It's coming from the woman sleeping next to you. You tell her your plans. "I'm hitting the gym, starting my business, cutting distractions, rebuilding my mind." And instead of support, what do you get? A smirk, a passive-aggressive joke, an eye roll wrapped in fake humor. Suddenly, your ambition becomes a comedy sketch. But this isn't comedy. This is quiet sabotage. She's not afraid you'll fail. She's terrified you'll succeed. Because success means distance. Growth means change. And change threatens the control she once had over you. Here's the raw truth. People stuck in comfort and want to see you evolve. Why? Because if you rise, they'll have to face their own stagnation. If you glow too bright, you'll expose their shadows. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Her doubt. It's not a reason to quit. It's your fault. She may try to dim your fire, but fire doesn't apologize for burning. It spreads, it grows, it consumes everything that stands in its way. You don't owe her an explanation. You don't need permission. You're not here to convince. You're here to become. Let her stay behind, clinging to the version of you that was easy to control you. You're already evolving. Let your silence echo your discipline. Let your soul scream your worth. And if she can't handle the man you're becoming, she was never meant to walk beside him. 3. The art of emotional warfare. When she makes you feel insecure on purpose. 3. The art of emotional warfare. When she makes you feel insecure on purpose. A real relationship is meant to feel like home, not a battlefield. But some women, they don't offer peace. They offer confusion strategically. At first, it's subtle. She pulls back, delays replies, posts cryptic stories, just enough to make you wonder. You notice her laughing under another man's comment, casually mentioning her ex, showing just enough interest in others to keep your mind spinning. You ask if something's wrong. She says, you're just insecure. You're overthinking it. Double quotes. No, you're not overthinking. You're feeling the shift. You're watching love become a power game, because this isn't love. It's manipulation. It's keeping you off balance so she stays in control. Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control how she plays her games, but you can control your exit from the arena. When a woman feeds your anxiety instead of calming it, when she enjoys seeing you entertain, that's not a partner. That's a silent enemy. And listen, anyone who loves you will never plant seeds of doubt in your soul just to watch you squirm. So don't explain, don't beg, don't start a war of words. Withdraw. Not because you're weak, but because you're finally strong enough to protect your peace. Your silence isn't surrender, it's power. And your peace, that's the loudest answer you'll ever give. Let her play games with someone else's heart. You've got better battles to fight, and they're inside you. 4. She doesn't support you emotionally. She doesn't support you emotionally. It's strange how you can sit next to someone and still feel 1,000 miles away. You try to talk, really talk about your stress, your fears, your doubts, but she's scrolling, distracted, barely listening, or worse, she makes it about her. You open your heart, she closes that conversation. That's not just emotional distance, that's emotional neglect. You show up for her every time, but when it's your turn, she disappears emotionally. Cold, disconnected, numb. The Stoics weren't loud about their pain, but they believe in honesty in presence. And a woman who is truly with you will feel when you're not okay. Marcus Aurelius said, don't waste what remains of your life in guessing what others do and feel. So stop guessing. If she's emotionally absent, stop writing her into a role she refuses to play. You deserve a woman who sits with you in the dark, not one who judges you for not always being thelite. You're not too much. She's just not enough for the depth you carry. 5. She disappeared when you needed her most. 5. She disappeared when you need her most. Everyone loves to stand beside you when you're winning. When your smile is loud, your bank is full, and your light is shining. But the moment life pulls the rug from under you, silence, that's when the masks fall off. When the party's over, when the storm hits, when you need some own. And she vanished. No message, no call, no are you okay? Just silence. You told yourself she was busy, that maybe she didn't see it, that she would check in tomorrow. But deep down, you already knew she wasn't coming. She didn't disappear by mistake. She disappeared because your pen didn't serve her. Because broken you wasn't convenient. The truth is she didn't want you. She wanted your light, the version of youth that entertained her. The confident man who made her laugh. The strong one who didn't need help. But when life humbled you, she left. And that was no accident. That was the lesson. Adversity introduced a man to himself and to those who truly stand beside him. Inspired by Marcus Aurelius, a woman who truly loves you won't flinch at your pain. She won't run from your darkness. She'll stay, even if she doesn't know what to say, because love doesn't disappear when life gets hard. So, no, don't chase her. Don't text her to explain what you've been through. Don't beg her to come back. You're not angry. You're awake now. Her silence was your answer, and your healing will be your closure. You don't need to get revenge. You don't need to prove anything. You just rise quietly, powerfully, alone if you must, but never broken, because now you don't just know who shies. You finally know who you are. If this video hits something deep, if you saw yourself in any of these 5 signs, don't just scroll away. Like this video to push it to others who need to wake up. Comment below, I choose peace over confusion, and subscribe to the Stoic Tide, because every week we drop raw truths most people are afraid to say out loud. This isn't just a channel. It's a movement for men who refuse to be blind to reality. Stay sharp, stay stoic. Until next time.